Hi and welcome to Bob Harper Jukebox Amplifier Repairs, and on the bench today and for the last few days it's been this Wurlitzer amplifier model 532 out of a 2000 I think jukebox. Anyway, it's coming for repair and refurbishment really. I refused to work on it due to the old PCB board being totally mullered by someone. Someone's done one of those kits on it that you can see with all the labels on the capacitors, and the underside, if I just turn it over so you can see, absolutely lifted tracks, bits of wire shoved in everywhere. It is a right mess. So, you know, unless it was going to have a new PCB, I wasn't going to work on this amplifier because it would come back to bite me. So that's that. That's the rest of the detritus I've taken out of the amplifier. Smoothing caps that were, you know, well, what can you say? Anyway, that's all been done. The electrolytic's been replaced. I've tidied up all the wiring underneath. It's got a new PCB board in there, some new valves, 6L6s I replaced because they weren't the correct valves. Needed 12AX7 there for the AVC and a 12AU7 there. The first valve, which is acting as the AVC valve as well. This one is ceramic conversion the customer wanted, but he also wanted the option to go back to Cobra if he wanted. So yeah, there is a couple of minor little alterations to the amplifier that would need to be done to put it back to Cobra. Basically those two resistors there, I got the yellow ends on, reconnected, and then the input back in here from the Cobra cartridge. If you wanted to ever go back to it, God only knows why you would, but anyway, that's been done as the customer requested. This is a ceramic option PCB board. Unfortunately, it did have a couple of problems that I've sorted out. The AVC wasn't working on it. It is now, and I'll demonstrate that in a moment. Okay, enough chatting. We'll put it on for you, and then I'll demonstrate the function of the AVC, the mute basically here, which ramps up and down the volume. And also after that we'll spin the amp over and have a look on the underside. Okay, so I'll put it on for you. Get my iPod into it. Bit of volume. Now if I connect this wire here, the volume will go down. There you are. And then it will gradually ramp back up as it would at the beginning of a record, which it has done now. Treble, bass, Okay, we'll stop that there before I get a copyright strike. And what I'll do now, I'll stop this video for a moment, and then we'll spin the amp over and have a look on the underside. Right, looking on the underside of the amplifier, excuse me, obviously you can see the bottom here of the new PCB board that I fitted. Tidied up the wiring as best I can. It is a little bit untidy, but I've tied it together to tidy it up. Got all new electrolytics here on this new tag strip I put in there. That crocodile lead there is just for the HT connection to get the amplifier working when it's not in the jukebox. Replace the coupling caps on the output valves. I had to put a new resistor here because the one on one half, the one on top had gone open circuit. Tidied up the wiring around here on the volume control. So yeah, generally he's all done now. I've checked him out and I'm going to leave him on test now for a while. And then he's going to go back to the customer. Unfortunately, the customer wanted it back for a New Year's Eve party, but that's not going to happen now. I was held up with post, waiting for this PCB board to come in for well over a week and a half actually. It was late coming. And then I had the problem on the board that I had to rectify, and that took me quite a few hours, and I to sort that out. So if it was finished yesterday, he would have had it back, but unfortunately I'm on the bench here still this afternoon, and I'm not going to send it back till it's had a good 3 or 4 hours test. So unfortunately he's going to miss his party, but at least the amplifier will be 100% when it goes back. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. Next amp up on the bench, I got a feeling I might put a little video up. It's a Rockolo amplifier that's come in. I'm gonna look at it for him. The transformer's gone on it. I want to test out the rest of the amplifier, and then it'll go back to the customer and he's going to repaint it and stuff, and I'll get a new transformer for it, and then that'll be back up on the bench. I might do a little video of it. Okay, that's a lot for this year. So happy new year to everybody. The new amplifier on the bench will be obviously in the new year now, and if you want any amplifier work done in the new year, please get in touch. I don't do complete restorations anymore, like painting them and all the rest of it. I don't do that. I do repairs, and I do electrical repairs and electrical refurbishments and restorations only now, and obviously everything else related to the amplifier. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching, and a happy new year.